Why do gym bros make terrible astronauts? Because they just can't stand being weightless. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're well, my friends. Happy Mario Day. No Mario on this stream. And it's almost over. I'm happy to have you with me, though. We're gonna do something I like tonight. We're gonna play some Contra. I'm practicing up my no power run. The goal being to make it in one life. I think I need to bring the volume of this game down. It's louder than my thoughts. So I had to change plans a little bit. I couldn't get a hold of the copy of Pokemon Legends that I've been borrowing, so I can't play that tonight. So I decided I would just push Cuphead to the second half of the stream, and then we would start off with a few runs through Contra. Let me welcome people in. Lucent Jelly, first in chat. Beep boop beep. Happy to have you with us. Itarama, thank you for the positivity, Itty. Great to have you here as well. And Stack Cat, did I miss the joke? You did not. If you had missed it, I can't say that you would be missing an awful lot. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna dive in here. We're gonna start off with doing one run through the whole game, and just to sort of warm up and get refamiliarized with it, since it's been a little while since I've played it. And then we're gonna start making attempts for a deathless run. The way that those will go is that we'll play until we get to. We want to try to get to the end. But if we die before the end of stage 4, then we're gonna hit reset. But if we live past stage 4, excuse me, then we won't do any reset. So if I die on stage 5 or later, well, we're just gonna live with it, and we're gonna finish the run for the extra practice at the second half of the game. But first run, no resets. Doesn't matter where we die. Just want to go through the whole game. Oh, I didn't see such a smart joke. I don't know about that, Jelly. Thank you for the palms. Alright, and I am going to be running a timer. The timer's not very important, but I'd like to have the run, timed when it's accomplished, just as a curiosity. I'm not really trying for speed, and you will probably notice that I really take my time in a lot of areas and in a lot of ways, because our safety is what's most important. Oh, one more feature of the way my project here works that might not be obvious is that spawning power-ups is a failure. Like when it comes to the crates and capsules that have the power-ups within them, or the red guys on the behind the back stages, I can't take any of those out. If I see a power-up, the run is dead. Not the warm-up run, of course, but probably gonna need to move my chair back so I don't have to look around my microphone arm so much. Can you believe that? Someone sounds a bit tired today, do I? I don't really feel tired. I did just wake up pretty recently, but I feel good. I feel better than I sound, I guess. All right, everything I just said was a lie. I am gonna reset this. Oh, good timing, Stack Cat. You know what? Those sunglasses look pretty good on that, they look pretty good on that oh no emote. I like the look of that. Jelly said the same thing at the same time. We all need a frown turned upside down. Well, there you go. That's what we've got. All right. So let's just shake off that disaster. Let's do a proper warm-up round. I might be slow to respond to chat, by the way, especially when the timer is running. And if you do any of the channel points redemptions, you're gonna have to wait until it's convenient for me to fulfill them. Just so you know. Okay, just let that capsule go far, far away. Ooh, that guy almost landed on me, huh? Having a little bit of trouble with diagonals tonight. Whoa. There we go. To warm up my frozen thumbs. Oh no! What? Wild. Uh, Rare. I'm here at the beginning of the stream. It does feel a bit early, but you know, I'm happy to have you here whenever you could be here, of course. Um, Black Fox, welcome in. Sorry I'm late. Feeling drained. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you get some much needed rest. Hopefully the stream will be nice, relaxing material for you. Cartridge problem. Yep. That's what we got. Look at that. Look at that color, though. Isn't that an interesting like shade of turquoise? I feel like this is a color that doesn't exist anywhere in the game. But I found it in the glitch. The secret color buried within the game. Cows, welcome in. Hello there, already upside down. Yep. Right at the start, we're already I'm all topsy turvy. It's a beautiful shade of Hamepeaver. I wanted to mention the Super Game Boy speeds up games by about 2.5%, so your record times are a bit slower with the actual Game Boy hardware. I'm aware of that stat, Cat. All of my times are for Castlevania Adventure are converted. It speeds them up a little bit less than I think it speeds them up like 2.1%. But there's a converter I put my times into to get the original Game Boy like clock speed time. I'm not artificially inflating my numbers. All right, let me address this. Let me address this cartridge situation here. I'll be right back with you. Okay, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed, no more crashes. I'd actually originally thought that the Super Game Boy played games slower. I knew it played them at a different speed. But I misremembered. I thought that it played games slower than the original Game Boy, but I was wrong about that. I wonder what other games have a secret color. Well, if the stream goes on long enough, Sparrow, we'll probably find out, because I have a talent for crashing, for glitching and crashing every game I play. All right, let's try and get a warm-up run done. It was too many guys. There was no way I was going to stay up on top of the bridge with all those guys running around. Oh. There's a $15 mod that changes the timing to the original Game Boy timing that just came out not too long ago. Pretty lucky. That was a pretty foolish way to behave. Yeah, I don't think I want to mod my I don't think I want to mod my Super Game Boy. If I were doing a lot of like Game Boy speedruns on the Super Nintendo, then it might be worth doing, you know, provided it was even allowed. I imagine a lot of people would be upset with me for trying to speedrun on modded hardware. Even if it was to erase an advantage. But, I don't really have aspirations for speedrunning any other games. Speedrunning community allows that specific mod since the Game Boy Player is banned because of timing? I didn't know that. I didn't know the Game Boy Player was banned. I didn't figure you'd want to use it anyway though because there's input lag. At least from what I've read. I haven't played anything, I don't know, I haven't played anything so demanding of precision that I'm familiar with enough to judge. To have experienced any lag in it myself, but... They make a, like a D-pad, GameCube controller for playing games on the Game Boy player. And like, it looks like it'd be nice because the GameCube controller has a terrible D-pad. I mean, it's just so very tiny. And it looks like it could be good, but for some crazy reason, they retained the GameCube's goofy button layout. And that's not good for Game Boy games at all. Like, if you're reshaping the controller for the primary purpose of making it good for Game Boy player games, why? Why would you leave the buttons all messed up? They should have given it the SNES buttons, but rotated 90 degrees clockwise. That would have been the thing to do. Not that I'm trying to sell you on it, just letting words spill out of my mouth. No, that's fine. It is interesting to know about. It's just I'm such a Luddite. No! Oh, I just failed the run right there. I had to pick that up and die because, I mean, I didn't die on purpose just then, but I would have had to because I wouldn't have been able to, I would have had that fire weapon. I'm not allowed to use it. But I don't think I could have taken that thing out. That's alright, we're just warming up right now anyway. It's all falling apart. Going from bad to worse. Oh. Oh, I was gonna say though. I to pat myself on the back a little bit. I did finally upgrade. I did finally upgrade from those old battery-based N64 memory cards. So I do take advice and make improvements to the way I do things sometimes. What am I even doing? Yuck, I opened another capsule. Almost ran right into that explosion. Was that what you had to order multiple times because of the frigid temperatures? I don't recall having to order anything multiple times, Jelly. No, that I ordered that once and it came in. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what you're remembering. Maybe just because I was ordering batteries? I did order batteries on more than one occasion, but they were different kinds of batteries. But I don't know if the temperatures had any effect on them or not. I haven't actually used any of the ones that I ordered yet. This is an easy boss, too. Oh, I mean beep, boop, beep. I've got to do something about this microphone arm. I would still be dying anyway, but I feel better about it if I weren't craning around this. So my best no power run so far, I've actually, you're not gonna believe this. I've actually made it through the game with 1 death. That's been my best run so far. So despite the way things are going right now, Deathless is not outside the realm of possibility. There we go. Beep boop, is this a bot? I don't think I could have possibly been any closer to that spike wall. Oh, I thought I was going to be able to jump around that. I've been having a lot of trouble making that particular jump right there. Last few times I played this. Yeah, there he is. Dude, there was one more of those guys down there. All right. Well, we made it through. We didn't have to see the game over screen. At least there's that. Let me move some stuff around here now. Not sure how's the best way to do this. Okay, I think my microphone still works. And hey, I can see the whole screen now. Thank you for the trophies. I'm gonna scroll back up here because I'm sure I missed a couple things. StatCat said FPGA may be mostly accurate, but original hardware will always be more fun. Yeah, that's the thing that I really miss with you know, that the thing that I'm not makes me less interested in emulation than anything else is I'm really attached to the feel of the old hardware. Sparrow says to Jelly, I'm eagerly awaiting Monster Party 2 and rumors of something else you're working on too. Sparrow saw something about the mod too. Figures late to the party, so never mentioned anything. The whole screen, what madness is this? Frownie, you break my heart, no FPGA. Well, I told you I do agree with your point that it may be useful for consoles that I would have more difficulty, you know, building a collection of. Because there are some, you know, there are certain retro consoles that I've never even interacted with in person, so I couldn't really say, like the TurboGrafx 16, I couldn't really say that I missed the feel of the original hardware in the case of that console, because I've never been in the same room with one. So I wouldn't say it's definitely permanently off the table, but I would say that I'm not motivated to prioritize it to really any degree. So just kind of me getting into the world of FPGAs is in a limbo that it may never leave. All right, we completed a practice run. Now we move on to the grind. So I'm gonna be pretty heavy on the reset button. If I lose a life before the end of stage 4, we're gonna hit reset. And if I lose a life after stage 4, well, we're just gonna keep going. Let me turn my face cam back to normal. Been upside down for a super long time. Oh, yeah. Let me see. I don't know how high res. We can get here. In fact, not very at all. Perhaps. Hope I spelled that right. All right, Sparrow. I just emailed you the two images that, I mean, basically everywhere that you see one of my my Agent Frownie as a profile picture or something like that. Those are what I use. So that's probably the most high res version of the image that exists. All right, here we go from the top. Oh no, I fired under him. I fired under the guy's feet. I have an idea that might work, or it might end up being a disaster. Aren't those the best ideas? Oh, we're on top. Top path is really unfamiliar to me. I almost never make it across those bridges. No! Spread gun. The worst part about this challenge is it makes me unhappy to see the spread gun. One thing I would be interested in trying out, so far as hardware mods and improvements go, and prepare to be underwhelmed. But one thing I would be interested in trying out is seeing if I could get a set of a new rubber pieces for the insides of my controller. Seeing if that improves the springiness of the buttons some. I don't even know why I bothered to take that guy out. Steve had the rubber pieces changed in his, but he absolutely flattened them. I have a Super Nintendo controller that's it's new old stock. It's still in the box. I imagine that the rubber degrades even without use, so I don't know what it would be like to use it. or if I'll ever get around to using it. I'm just curious because all my controllers are so old and worn in. I'm wondering, I do wonder if I were to change out the rubber pads, if it would be a significant improvement. Back to the start. Excuse me. Depends on how worn they are. I find it extremely satisfying to maintain electronics and make tactile switches and levers, etc. feel new again. Ooh. If the top of that guy's head touched me and killed me, I was going to be very upset. I was watching that just I felt like it was gonna happen. I was watching that and it was like it was happening in slow motion. I couldn't believe it. Yeah, I need to test something here. Yeah, okay. I was never actually sure whether or not the weak point for the room revealed itself on a timer, or if it revealed itself in response to me shooting the cover. It's probably something I should have figured out a long time ago, but... And it would appear it's just on a timer. Whoa. That shrimp was way too close. Oh, here you do need to shoot the panel. It won't reveal itself because it's behind glass now. But these will reveal themselves, okay. Okay, I think a red guy's coming now. Nope. So, it's hard for me to get a good look at these sprites, because the enemy sprites here, because there's so much other things to focus on. But, like, it looks like they're wearing a green jumpsuit with like a white panel on their chest, and they've got a red helmet on, something like that. But that's not what I see. I think that's what it's supposed to be, but what I see is they've got a green jumpsuit, and they've got a white helmet, and they've got like a red, like, poof of hair, poof of hair coming out the top of their helmet. That basically just stands straight up. It's taking me so long to get to the other side of the room. Ah. Okay, watch out. Here comes... Nope. I know there's a red guy coming through. There we go. Hair poof wins. Oh, I've got bubble trouble. Hey, that's 4 stages without a death. That's a rare treat. I'll probably immediately die on level 5, but at least we got to experience that. Alright, no resets from here on forward, though. If I die, oh well. No, and there it goes. Ah, why couldn't I make that? That jump should have been doable. What are jumpsuits anyway? I can see they're jumping. Does that make any suit a jumpsuit? I was right. I did kind of immediately die on level 5. Unless it's a business suit. They are sit suits. There's a lot going on down there. I thought I could jump across and duck in time, and clearly I was wrong. That's 2 deaths. This part right here is, I don't know, it's messing with me. I couldn't build up the confidence to move past those claws. Nice. Top path. Forbidden One. Welcome to the stream. Pleasure to have you with us. If only the spread gun were not like your name, forbidden. Oh, I thought for sure that panel on the left was gonna kill me while I was taking out that row of dudes. Oh no, another row of dudes. I didn't know what no power meant. Yeah, no power-ups. I just let them all sail on by. Oh, I hope that those things don't come back. Oh, I see those. No! Ah, 3 deaths. Four deaths. Oh, really? Okay, there we go. 4 deaths. Things are really falling apart here on the last level. Alright. Well, there we go. Another pass completed. Another chunk of experience gained. Thank you for the trophies. Thank you, cows. Thank you as well, Sparrow. Let's sit for a moment and enjoy the credits music, and then we will start up again. Actually, I'm just gonna step away from the camera a brief moment. All right. All right, here we go. Is there a pattern for pressing the fire button to maximize projectiles from the weapon? So yeah, there's a limited number of projectiles you can have on the screen, and so if you mash too fast, then basically you're mashing kind of pointlessly. There's sort of a rhythm that you can fall into. I know it's really important for speedrunners, but I don't really know the details of it, particularly when you're using the spread gun. There's a way that you want to mash to maximize your number of projectiles with the spread gun. I'm not really much for speedrunning, and I don't know the techniques in any real detail. I kind of like to just learn things the hard way, I guess. So I don't really look into I try for games that I'm working on. I try to avoid finding out useful tips and stuff like that, and details of how they work. I kind of like working things out for myself. So I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you the specifics of how it works. You're a winged man. Yeah, kind of like that. Oh, I already hit reset. What am I doing? Alright, so we're probably going to complete one more run of Contra tonight. And then we're going to move on to Cuphead. So what I'm doing is I've managed to beat Contra. I've managed to do a deathless run, and that's my goal for the no power-ups, is to do it with 0 deaths. The best run I've done with no power-ups has had 1 death, so I'm really close to no power-ups deathless, in a way. But the second half of the game, particularly the level 5. Level 5, I think, is the one where I died on the run where I only died once. Level 5 always likes to take a life. Okay, I'll run the timer until the first death. Here we go. And one of my personal rule is that I can't open the power-up boxes. If I see a power-up, then I fail. I can't open the capsules or the crates or the red guys. On the behind the back stages. Taco Baco obtained for maximum Frownie watching. Is that a particular restaurant? Pally, welcome in. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well. I saw you were playing Left 4 Dead, I think, earlier. That's just what I call Taco Bell. All right. Yeah, I didn't know if it was. Yeah, I didn't know if it was an actual chain or if you're just being playful. Jelly really likes Taco Bell. Jelly is a huge fan of Tex-Mex food. I like certain types of it, but because I've got this weird thing about cheese. I'm very, I'm very selective in what I can get from a Tex-Mex restaurant. Finished Left 4 Dead tonight. Played a bit of Yoshi's Island to celebrate Mario Day. I love Yoshi's Island. I didn't do anything for Mario Day. Well, at least we're early enough I get to reset. All I've done for Mario Day is put on a Mario hat. I have a Goomba and a Blooper behind me, but they're always back there. A hat counts. Excellent. I thought about it. I thought that, I was thinking it would be nice. I thought maybe I would start, it would be nice to, like, start a playthrough of Mario Galaxy or maybe Wario Land 2 on Mario Day, but I keep talking about how I need to finish the stuff I've already started. I need to try very hard not to start any new games for a while. All right, you want to change the Frownie? Okay, we'll do that. I'm all in for Taco Baco breakfast. That's like my go-to. I don't know if I've ever had anything from their breakfast offerings. Pally, I've got Mario, Wario, Luigi, or Princess Peach. Those are my Mario related Frownie costumes. Do you have a preference among those? Mario for sure? Okay. Where is Mario? Oh, he's right where he's supposed to be. I just forgot the alphabet. It's like, M comes after P, right? Nope. In fact, it does not. All right, there we go. That's an amazing name for Taco Bell. I always get the 2 Chainz Taco Bell and Del Taco swapped. I'm now going to call it Taco Paco. When I lived in Houston, sometimes some of my coworkers would bring in tacos for everyone for like I guess a breakfast snack. They weren't really like breakfasty. Well, some of them were. Some of them did have eggs and bacon in them, but I didn't eat those ones. But they would bring in a selection of like street tacos to share with everybody, and I really liked the barbacoa ones. I don't know where they got them from. Somewhere near the library where we worked, I guess. Breakfast tacos are the best, Pally says. Bean and cheese are my favorite. Sparrow says, I'll continue to call it not available in your country. Alright. Here we go. Whoa. Hang on. Here we don't go. I have to say, Sven, welcome to the stream, and thank you for the Prime sub. I really appreciate that. Thank you. How are you tonight? I'm pretty good. I took a nap before the stream, and I guess I never properly woke up because I seem to be somewhat sluggish, but I feel good. I don't actually feel as tired as I think I seem. The spirits are high. I'm practicing playing Contra with no power-ups because I'd like to be able to do it in one life. I've done Contra. I've done a Deathless Contra run with power-ups, and without power-ups, my best run had only 1 death in it. So I'm one death away from the Deathless run. In theory. But we've done a couple runs through it tonight. I'm gonna try to get to the credits one more time, and then that will conclude our practice, and we're gonna move over to Cuphead after that. I've never beat it without the 30 lives. That's my goal. No cheating. So it's a pretty tough game. It's definitely a struggle. I feel like I took to it pretty quickly, though. I don't know. I played it. I played it for the first time, I think, in August last year, and I think it took 5 hours for me to beat it the first time. I might be misremembering. I think that I beat it the first night that I played it, but it took 5 or 6 hours. And then I just, you know, I just kept playing it and kept playing it. Because I kind of immediately fell in love with it. I really like the game. So many close calls already on this run. Immediately things are maximum dangerous. Whoa, I almost opened up that box. I think my longest streak with no deaths is 4 levels. I think my my 1 death run, I think I died on level 5, and I think I've always died on level 5. I wonder if you'll attract a specific audience for Turrican. Like if I'll attract an audience of Turrican fans. I don't know, I never really hear anyone talking about that game. But there could be people out there, you know, there could be people out there like really into it. That's kind of the thing about games that don't have a lot of fans, though. Usually the fans they do have are like really dedicated. A certain Castlevania adventure speedrunner comes to mind. It's like all games have to receive the same amount of love, but if fewer people love a particular game, then like the love those few people have for it has to be like super concentrated into those few people. It's a classic. I had a problem not challenging myself when I was young. If I had a lives code like this, I used it. Oh yeah, I didn't. I didn't like challenging games when I was a kid. I would have hated this game if I played it when I was young. I just would have been like, it's too hard. It's not fun. I don't want to play it. I would have immediately written it off. You know, I liked the Mario games. They were my speed. I was really really into Mario. That's probably like the real reason, like the main reason why I did never really liked the Mega Man games when I was young, was they're probably too hard for me. I never owned any of them. I only rented them, and I don't think I spent enough time to like to overcome the hurdle of them, because some of the Mega Man games are really hard. The only hard game I like the really hard game that I liked when I was young was Super Ghouls and Ghosts. And I didn't like it because it was hard. I liked it in spite of its difficulty. I just really the like aesthetic of the game really appealed to me. I liked the sort of like spooky fantasy setting of it, I guess. And that's a disadvantage that Mega Man has, is I'm not super into like the robots and sci-fi kind of aesthetic. So it also didn't have that going for it to motivate me to keep playing through its challenge. I did always love Number Johnny 5 from Short Circuit though, so I can't say that I was completely not into robots. I know I'm gonna be like kind of bad at keeping up with the chat. Like, I am glancing at it every now and then, but I will I will get caught up with everybody in between runs or after the run, since I plan for this one to be the last of the night. So if it feels like I'm ignoring you, it's not on purpose, and I do wanna catch up with what people are saying. No. Red guy always drops a power up, so if I kill one of the red guys on a stage like this, I lose. Thought there was a red guy coming out of there. He waited too. He delayed. He wanted to trick me into killing him. He knows. He knows if he drops a power, I lose. Please. Okay. Bubble time. Oh, they're coming. They're coming at me fast right from the start. There's too many. I thought that was it. I blew up a bubble right in front of the boss, and I thought that was the boss starting to explode. Contra is 1987. I can't say for sure, Sparrow. Okay, here we go. Glad that guy didn't seem to have a weapon. That was bad. I actually got kind of lucky that that guy jumped up there on the platform I was on, because if he hadn't jumped up there and chased me off, I would have stood up there forever. I was too scared. Nope. Same place I died last time I had a run that made it this far. Awful. Awful. All right, let me catch up with you. Shrapnel Typhoon, welcome in. Finish the Echo. We're gonna play Echo again tomorrow. The Dolphins need you to suffer. I mean, need your help. Super Turrican fans on Twitch. StatCat asks, depends on how many retirement homes have an internet connection. You say that, but it was released in 1990, Sparrow says. Oh, that wasn't a question. Contra is 87, you were saying. Okay, yeah. I didn't know for sure. They seem to get harder as they progress. I've only beaten 1 and 2 on the NES, then the Mega Man X games. Yeah, I've beaten Mega Man 1 and 2. I've beaten off stream a long time ago, and then we've done 4, 5, 6, and X on the stream. Same way, I always preferred fantasy themes more. Yeah, they're just what I gravitated to. And who does it? It's Johnny 5. 1990 was 90 years ago. Time sure does fly fast, StatCat says. All right. Well, this run is dead, but we're gonna continue on for the practice. Okay, good. I thought there was another one of those snowplows to deal with. I'd forgotten where I was. I wasn't looking forward to mashing the button again there. Ooh. I think this music does the, like, anxiety music thing right. Because it's got that one part that's, like, really, like, anxiety-inducing. But then there's a release. I know the point of the echo music is to have no release, because the music is supposed to be a part of the torture. 2 deaths. Yuck. Oh, and I said that level 5 always takes a life, but I have had runs where I've made it through level 5 without dying. It's just I've died other places. You know, if I wanted to stitch together a fake deathless run, I have the footage because I've done each level in isolation. It's just a matter of doing them all at the same time now. This person says, I feel like I'm about to spend $200 on a suite of something. What was that? Retro gaming virtual instruments for music making? I mean, if you have the money to spend, then you're going to get use out of it. I don't see the problem. You know, if it's your last $200 and rent is due, maybe don't. I like to think about things I purchase on like a cost per use basis. Like, I like to say, well, I can justify this purchase because I'm gonna use this thing every day. So like movies, it's very unlikely that I'm gonna buy a movie. I mean, I don't watch a lot of movies anyway, but like when it comes to like, you know, like a DVD or a Blu-ray, for most movies, I'm gonna watch it once, and then who knows if or when I'll ever watch it again. So like the cost per use is way too expensive. But like, you know, like a nice pair of shoes or something. I mean, I wear shoes almost every day, so so where, you know, a DVD might be like, I don't know, $30 for one use. I use a pair of shoes every day. Even if I pay, you know, if I paid $300 for a pair of shoes, but then I used it every day, used them every day for a year, it's a cost per use of $1, right? But anyway, I like to try and think about what is the cost per use of the things I get. And I don't spend $300 on shoes. That's not a realistic example, but I like to try and think about it like that, and I like to think I'm being practical, but I think in reality it's just a method for me to justify wasting money on things. Movies are so expensive to see in theaters. Yeah. If you watch a movie more than once, it's probably better cost to just buy the movie. Agreed. Yeah. And I don't even really like the theater experience. Like, I mean, it's cool to watch a movie like on a big screen with, like, you know, really loud, you know, theater like surround speakers and stuff like that. Like that's cool, but I don't know, going out and waiting in line and buying a ticket and getting the popcorn and being surrounded by a bunch of strangers, having to go back out after the, like, into the sun after your eyes have adjusted to the dark theater. None of that appeals to me. If I'm gonna watch a movie, I'd rather just be sitting, you know, in my chair at home, where I'm comfortable. Alright, so there we go. Well, we made it through the game a couple times. We never had to suffer the humiliation of the game over screen, so that's always a successful night. But I think we're going to be done with the Contra practice for now. I'm going to go ahead and put it away, and we'll move over to Cuphead and continue our first playthrough of that. I think that's what we're going to do. Let me just get back to the messages here. I didn't see that part. I'm questioning if chiptune-ifying existing chiptunes is exactly the way to go. Perhaps I've already spent a small fortune on my stuff and should spend more time learning the things I have. I know that, I know that struggle. I have more guitars than I could ever possibly need, and I still watch videos about guitars and browse. reverb to look at what's for sale. And unless unless I suffer like a house fire or a burglary or something like that, unless one of my guitars is destroyed in some way, I really don't plan to ever buy another one for as long as I live. But I'm constantly looking at it, constantly looking at them. And that should be time. That should be the time I spend browsing guitars. Should be time that I spend playing my guitar. If I spent as much time practicing guitars as I do browsing them, then I would be good enough at the guitar to justify buying another one. How, how's that for a paradox? Problem with anything music related, yeah. Shrapnel says, me seeing an old CRT for sale. I don't really need that, but I can give it a longer life and save the environment. Also me trying to figure out why I have so many monitors. Where do I put this one? I could say I've had that temptation. I think I'm good though. I have 3 CRT monitors. I think that's plenty. I've got my Commodore 64 monitor for nostalgia's sake. I've got a nice big CRT that I'm using, that I'm currently using, and I've still got my small one as a backup in case anything terrible happens to the big one. So, I think that's all the CRTs I need and can handle. I got asked why I've got that old Atari, or why I've got that old Sony console TV in my room, and I just pointed at my Atari and SNES. Do you play on your real hardware? Yeah, I'm a real hardware kind of guy. Has been that's the way I like to do things. So yeah, I don't again, nothing against emulation. It's just not for me. I've tinkered with it a couple times in the past, and I don't know. I've never had much luck with it myself, but I'm in an unusually fortunate position that I have a pretty substantial collection of actual like physical retro gaming hardware and games, and so it would be silly for me to not make use of them. So I stick very closely to playing on real hardware, almost exclusively. You're not getting nostalgic unless you're sitting on the floor in front of an old TV. Yeah, yeah. That's I like the tactile feel of all the old stuff. That's it's a part of the experience that I really value. It's not a necessary part of the experience, but it's one that I like. Which capture card do you use? I collect as well, and started using the StarTech card. Used to use an Elgato, but everything had to be converted to HDMI. I use a cheap, unbranded composite to USB dongle that I found on Amazon for like $12. None of my equipment is like super like fancy or anything like that. It's all it's all really cheap stuff. For the most part. Like the computer I'm using is a laptop I got secondhand. And then when it comes to like the capture things and stuff like that, I basically just looked on Amazon and I'm like, I'll just buy the second cheapest thing I see. I have too much pride to buy the cheapest object. the cheapest offering. No, I'm too fancy for that. It'll be the second cheapest for me, thank you. Of everything, my microphone is the thing that I spent the most money on, and it's and it's just like, I don't know, like 30 or it was like $30 or $40, I think. It looks good. I think it looks all right. It works for me. As I head to the local Menards and buy the cheapest I can. Well, you see, that's the joke, is because like the second cheapest thing is because I'm buying my stuff on Amazon, where everyone lists the exact same product for just a range of prices, and so I'm paying 2 cents more when I say I'm buying the second cheapest. All right, I'm gonna step away for a moment, my friends, and I'm going to take a brief BRB and grab my Switch from upstairs and try and get things switched over during the BRB. And when I see you again, we'll continue that Cuphead playthrough. So thank you for sticking with me through the Contra practice. It didn't quite go our way tonight, but I mean, there were a couple runs with promise. We did make it halfway through a few times, and I know I can get it. It's just a matter of committing myself to spending the time to grind out the right number of attempts. So once I do that, we'll finally have this completed. This challenge it's been taking a very long time, but it's kind of my fault. I'm not working on it properly. But anyway, I'm gonna thank you for being here. I'm gonna step away, and if Cuphead is something that interests you, then just stick around, and I'll see you again very soon.